Hello everyone, welcome to And Sleep, a Whole You series. My name is Gina Kim. For this multi-part series, we will discuss 6 parts of life that can impact our sleep health. I have the pleasure of hosting world-renowned sleep specialist and clinical psychologist known as the Sleep Doctor, Dr. Michael Breus. Today, we're talking about sex performance and sleep. Welcome, as always, Dr. Breus.
Thanks for having me.
Sex and sleep, they kind of go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
We all know the connection. But what does sleep have to do with sex drive and performance?
So this is an interesting question, and unfortunately it's something that a lot of people don't know a lot about. Let's start with men. In a recent study, one of the things that they discovered was they said, let's survey all these men with sleep apnea and see how many of them could have erectile dysfunction. 63% of men in the general category of sleep apnea had some form of erectile dysfunction, which is kind of a big number, right? And certainly something that's scary for guys when they're hitting their 50s, 55, 60 age range. The other thing that we notice is with sleep deprivation is a lowering of testosterone, which again has a lot to do with sexual performance, aggression, being able to have those good workouts, things like that. Also, we want people breathing better at night. That becomes an incredibly important issue because we want to get oxygen in, we want to get rejuvenation going, things of that nature. So that becomes very important for them as well. Interestingly, in 2018, there was a study where we learned a lot. They took people with erectile dysfunction and sleep apnea, and what they discovered was when they treated the sleep apnea, those with mild erectile dysfunction, 50% of them improved. Those with moderate erectile dysfunction, 30% of them improved, and those with severe erectile dysfunction, 27% of them improved. So treating sleep apnea definitely does a body good.
Yeah, and I can't imagine that men wouldn't want that, right? Especially,
Absolutely.
as you pointed out, as they get later in life and those problems are now colliding.
Absolutely.
We've talked about men, but what about women?
So this is an interesting question, and it's one that I'm glad that you asked. In a 2020 study done in Turkey, we learned that across the board, libido and times of sexual intercourse have significantly decreased during the pandemic. It's unfortunate, and it's affecting a lot of people in a lot of ways. And another thing that's important to recognize is that for folks who are undiagnosed with sleep apnea, both men and women, it certainly can have a dramatic effect on their libido as well as their sexual performance. So I'm recommending that patients, whether you're a man or a woman, you should absolutely get treated for your sleep apnea.
But a sleep treatment device or appendage can make a person feel kind of less sexy in bed.
Absolutely. That's why I'm recommending that people use oral appliance therapy. So it works just like a CPAP, but it's a mouth guard. There's no hose, there's no cord, there's no nothing. But it's done by a dentist, and it actually works equal to a CPAP depending upon how severe your apnea is. It's certainly one of the things that I'm recommending to lots of my patients these days, and quite frankly, they're telling me that it makes them a little bit better in the bedroom.
And we can all use that right now, right?
Absolutely.
Enough said about that. Thank you so much. Well, that completes this episode of And Sleep, a Whole You series with Dr. Michael Breus. We encourage you to explore the rest of the episodes and visit www.wholeyou.com to learn more about the latest in sleep apnea treatment.
The sleep professionals in this video series teamed up with Whole You to spread healthy sleep education across America and were paid for their appearances.